Hey everybody, Daniel here. I've got a kind of a mail recap video. I've got a couple of cards that I received from someone on Twitter, and then I've got a couple of TTM returns that I've received over the last week or so. First up, Rob Bowling. He's at Useful Foma, so useful and then FOMA on Twitter. He did a hashtag Freebie Friday vintage giveaway a week or so ago. So a little over a week ago. It wasn't this past Friday. I think it was the Friday before that. And he offered up some really cool vintage cards from like 61 to 77. He had, I think, 11 different cards. They were well loved, but they were awesome cards. And he happened to have a 1969 Topps Walt Alston card. And I am working on a Walt Alston manager card run from his, from Topps. And so I needed the 68. And so I reached out to him, and it was available. Now, the one that he had showed had tape. It either still had the tape at the top, or you could see the tape stain. And so, I had thanked him, and I said, "Hey, I'm actually working on a Walt Alston run. This is great. I need this card. Thank you." And he was like, "Oh, you're working on a run? Well, let me send you this one instead." And so he had posted a picture of this one, which, again, was not the same card. It does not have the tape at the top. And I was just kind of blown away. I was like, oh, awesome. That's really nice of you. I told him either way, I'm good with it. I'm not picky on condition. He said, hey, do you also need the 68? And I do need the 68. So he sent both of those cards to me. Awesome, awesome, awesome that I get to add those to the Walt Alston Topps run. Alston, he's a Hall of Fame manager, spent his entire major league managerial career with the Dodgers from 1954 through 1976, which is just crazy. I'm going to talk a little bit about, some of the cards. I won't go into that much detail on Walt Alston. I'll maybe save that for a video when I finish the run. From 52 to 55, he does have some minor league managerial cards. He was managing in the Dodgers minor league system. In 1956, he has his first Topps manager card. Now, the 56 cards are a little bit bigger, so they are not going to fit in these 9-card sheets that I have here. So I did not leave a spot for that particular card. In 57, he doesn't have a card. I don't think they did manager cards in 57. In 58, he has a card, but it's a combo card. So it's not a manager card per se. It's a combo card with Duke Snider called Dodgers Boss and Power. So again, I did not leave a spot for that card. These are just for his manager cards. 1959, there was no Walt Alston manager card. But then starting in 1960 through 1976, there is a Walt Alston manager card. 75 and 76, it's the team card, and then it has the little photo of the manager kind of in the corner. So I'll consider those. So you can see, again, I don't have a spot here for the 56 because it would be too big for these pages. But so this spot would be 1960. So then we have his 61. We've got a spot for the 62 and 63. I have the 64, 65. Don't have 66, but here's 67. 68 is right here. So let me see if I can get this out of the penny sleeve. And we'll put it in, trying to do this one-handed, so we'll see how it goes. All right. And awesome. So there we go. Now the 69, so we'd go from 68 to 69 up here. And again, that was sent by Rob. So thank you, Rob. And let's see. All right, put this down. I'm gonna get this one in. All right. So there's the 69. 70, I need to look to see if I have that. I'm working on the 70 set, so I may have it, but it might be with those cards. 71, I definitely have it because I have a complete 71 set. Eventually I'll get a duplicate for ones that would be needed for the set and for this player, or in this case, manager run. So 70, 71, here would be 72. I do have the 73 and the 74, so then I have spots for 75 and 76. I did want to point out the 73, which I really like this design because you get a nice color photo of the manager, and then you get at least 4 of the coaches, which you can see the bottom one being Tom Lasorda. So obviously I think, you know, as baseball fans or fans of baseball cards, and then you can see again over here, Tom Lasorda as a coach on the 74. So Alston would manage the Dodgers from 1954 through 1976. Starting in 1977, Tom Lasorda, or Tommy Lasorda, would take over and manage the Dodgers for another 20 years. He managed from 1976 through 1996. So you had a 42-year period where the Dodgers had 2 managers. That was it. 42 seasons, 2 managers. Walt Alston, Tommy Lasorda, both Hall of Fame managers. In contrast, okay, the Red Sox, from that same time period, 1954 through 1996, they had 21 different managers. The Dodgers had 2. So anyways, let me get into the TTMs. All right. So this one was received back on the 21st. This I got back in 12 days from Ron Guidry. A nice 1978 Topps Ron Guidry. I picked this card specifically to send to Ron because of the 1978 season that he had, where I believe he unanimously won the Cy Young, the AL Cy Young Award. Look at his stats from the 1978 season. Pretty mind-blowing. So anyways, I just am really happy with how that turned out. I sent that to Louisiana, came back from Tampa Florida, in just 12 days. Next up, I got this one yesterday, so that would be the 27th. This one also came back from Tampa, Florida. This one, I did not have a card of the player, but that's okay because I didn't necessarily want a card signed. I wanted a index card, and he obliged. Now this is Art Kusnier. Hope I got that right. Art caught Nolan Ryan's no-hitter on July 15th, 1973. So he's a catcher from, like, off the top of my head, just kind of remembering like 1970 through 1978 time period. And, played pretty sporadically throughout those years, but he did catch Nolan Ryan's no-hitter in 1973. So I was really happy to add that. If you remember back, I had sent the same day that I sent to Art, I sent to Tom Egan, who caught Nolan Ryan's no-hitter in 1974. So happy to get those two back via TTM through the mail autographs. So thanks for watching. Thank you again to Rob Bowling for the Walt Alston cards, and thank you to Ron Guidry and Art Kusnier for the TTM autographs. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.